Okay, so if we're looking at this first one, we're asked to find the degree of each monomial. Reminder, the idea behind finding the degree of each monomial is you're going to take the exponents that are on the variables. Don't forget, the y has an exponent of 1. So you take the exponents on the variables, you add them together, that gives you the degree of the monomial. So for the first one, our degree is 3. So for example, if we look at B, same idea. We're going to take the exponents on the variables, only the variables. So we don't care about the exponent on the 3. We don't care about that. So we're just going to take the exponents on the variables, add them together, and that is our degree. In regards to number 1, A or B, do you have any questions? Okay, next one. So we're asked to do a couple things here. We're asked to write this in standard form. So when we put this in standard form, we go in degree order. So from highest degree all the way to lowest degree. So this is going to be negative x squared plus 2x minus 7. When we go to identify the degree is always whatever the highest degree monomial is. So this is degree 1, this is degree 0, this is degree 2. Since this monomial has the highest degree, the entire polynomial has that degree. So in this case, our degree is 2. And then finally, it asks for what is the leading coefficient. You look at your highest degree monomial. So if it's not in standard form, we're going to look at that. But because we did write in standard form, we can look at this. And we write down the number in front of the variable. So in this case, our leading coefficient is negative 1. In regards to number 2, do you have any questions?
Why would the degree be 3? Because there's 2 x's, or is it just the leading coefficient?
One more time, you said, why is the degree, because the degree is 2. I thought you said 3.
Yeah.
So the degree is 2. The reason the degree, so the question was asked, why is the degree 2? The degree is 2 is because when you figure out the degree for a polynomial, you look at each monomial and you say, what is the degree of each monomial? So for the first one, this degree is 1. For the second one, this degree is 0. And for the third one, this degree is 2. Whichever monomial has the highest degree, that's the degree of the entire polynomial. So because the degree of this was 2, the entire polynomial has a degree of 2. Now, if you're asking, part of what you may have been asking, just to be clear, is because there's 3 terms, we would call this a trinomial. So if you're asking about the number of terms, when we're looking at terms, we're classifying it. Okay? Any other questions? Okay. We're going to do the operations. So we talked about this before. Be careful. So hopefully nobody multiplied these. There's a subtraction sign there. If you multiplied them, you had a bad time. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to remove our parentheses. I'm going to do it right underneath. Reminder, because there's a negative, we got to distribute that negative through. Next, we're going to combine any like terms. I'm going to start with my highest term so I can have this in standard form when I'm finished. So looks like x squareds are our highest term. So we have 5x squareds minus 3x squared. So we have a total of 2x squareds. Then we're going to move on to our x's. So I have 7x. Looks like that's it. So I'm just going to bring that on down. And then finally, we have negative 4, positive 8. So we have positive 4. In regards to letter A, do you have any questions?
You have to distribute the negative to the negative.
Ooh, I didn't distribute the... That's good call. Very good call. I did not do that. So we do have to distribute this negative to both, and I did not do so. So in this case, let's fix it. Negative 4, negative 8, negative 12. Good call. In regards to A, any other questions? Any other fixes? Okay, let's look at B. Now I want to remind you, there's two ways of doing B. I'm gonna not do this first way, but one way of doing this is remembering that this right here is the same thing as this, and then we could just multiply this out like we've done before. But I'm going to use the formula because I want to emphasize it. So remember the formula. Our formula is, I'm going to erase and put this off to the side. So our formula is a squared plus, well actually in this case, minus 2ab plus b squared. So in this case, our a is 2x, our b is 5. So plugging this into our formula, I'm going to say a squared, so a is 2x, so I'm going to take 2x and I'm going to square it, minus 2 times a times b plus b squared. From there, we're just going to clean things up. 2x quantity squared is 4x squared. 2x times 5 is 10x, times negative 2 is negative 20x. 5 squared is 25. Again, I want to emphasize this step is completely optional and usually I don't show it. In regards to letter B, do you have any questions? No? Okay. Next one. So these are put together through multiplication. Reminder on how that works. So I'm going to ignore the 1. I'm going to take that 2x and distribute it to every term in the trinomial. So 2x times 3x is 6x squared. It's cubed. 2x times negative x is negative 2x squared. 2x times 8 is 16x. I'm now done with the 2x, so I can ignore it. And now I can take the 1 and distribute it to the trinomial. So we get 3x squared. Just a quick note, I am going to, I didn't notice it when I was doing it. So usually if I skip something, so like there's no x in this term, usually I put kind of, either I put a 0x or I just put a space for it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2x times 8.
Oh, I made a mistake. Let's do this one again. You are right. I did make a mistake. I get nervous when I'm doing video. Okay, let's do it again because I have all you guys getting on there and then like flaming me and stuff like that. It's just, you just do dislikes on my videos and I don't know, I get demonetized because I have dislikes. It's not good. Okay, let's try it again. I have no idea how any of this stuff works. I just wanted to sound like I knew what I was talking about. So 2x times 3x is 6x squared. 6x cubed, it did the same thing as last time. 2x times negative x is negative 2x squared. 2x times 8 is 16x. Good. X. Then we take the 1 and we multiply it through. So we get 3x squared minus x plus 8. And then finally we combine any like terms. So we get 6x cubed plus x squared plus 15x plus 8. Okay. In regards to letter C, do you have any questions? Okay. Last one. So I'm not going to use the formula here, but reminder, we could. This is already set up, so we could do that. But this is a difference of square. These are conjugates. So when they are conjugates, the rule is we take the square of the first minus the square of the second. Okay. In regards to letter D, do you have any questions? Yes.
Can you go back up to D though?
Yep.